Today I want to share a little bit about how we really rediscovered our passion and discovered our soil when we moved here. I've been living in Chiang Mai for about 16 years, and the last 7 years of that I was in a townhouse, so there was no garden, there was no space to dig in the soil or anything. And when we moved down here, it was like, oh yeah, I used to garden when I was in New Zealand, but everything here was so different. I discovered that the soil in the dry season is like concrete. It was just so difficult to work. And this was just one of the first things that was really evident. And there was a whole lot of other things that I've learned that were not so evident when we first moved down here. And so I just want to share a little bit about how we got used to the land after rediscovering our passion for gardening. I'd had some interest in permaculture. Pansa also started teaching me about the teachings of the late King Rama IX, who also had a real passion for permaculture and for teaching this and inviting the Thai people to join him in becoming self-sustaining in the way they approach gardening and the care of the land. And so please, join us as we share our story of how we've become transformed, as our land has become transformed, as we've really enjoyed gardening here. And we'll just share some of the lessons that we've learned from some of the mistakes that we've made. When we moved here, we were super busy. Of course, moving everything into a new home and getting things sorted. We were also starting a homestay, so we were having to get the guest rooms organised and sorted. And then this area here was completely barren. There was no trees, there was no shrubs, there was no grass. So we had to get a lawn in as quick as possible. And it was the beginning of the dry season. It was in March, and so it's like hot and dry. And this was just a huge task to overcome, but we did it well. I'm really happy with it. It's taken, and it's lovely here, but we had to spend a lot of time getting the lawn prepared and then watering it. And as we did this, we were also busy with other things, and so getting the vegetable garden going and really getting into understanding the land took us a bit of time. But I dug back into my permaculture experience and then started to learn more. When I was in New Zealand, we only had books from the library, or I think I'd bought a couple of books on permaculture, but I didn't have these anymore. But these days it was much easier to learn, to jump onto YouTube and to start to learn. And then also Pansa started to share more and more about the teachings of King IX and how his approach to gardening and self-sustainability is very, very much in line with the permaculture principles. So we work together really easily to build up the ideas of what to plant and where to plant things, and to really focus on building up the soil. And this was something that I'd had some experience with, knowing about having to compost and use cow manure or other animal manure to help build the soil up, but I just didn't realise how hungry the soil here really was, that it had been so barren for so long. It had been farmed. It was a longan farm. Prior to that, it was a rice farm, and there'd been a lot of chemical used on the land. So our soil had a chemical hangover. It really wasn't much good for growing anything. And so we had to really work hard to build it up, which we are continuing to do. So as we were here and we were working hard, we were planting trees, we were planting shrubs, we were planting some vegetables, but not with much success. And I'll share a little bit more about that in a minute. And we planted our first bamboo, and this was a big unknown to us, but it was something that I was really eager to try and grow because I love it. It's beautiful. It's so pretty and so wonderful. And it has become my favourite plant in our garden. I really do enjoy it. We worked hard on the land, particularly in this area. This was kind of the second area where we had our vegetables. And so we had a lot of cow manure down here. We had a lot of compost, and we planted sun hemp a few times, which is a really good nitrogen fixing plant. So we worked hard to build the soil in this area to really give it some life so that we can plant our vegetables. And yeah, we're kind of getting used to the flow of it now. This is March, it's in our hot season. We've got some salad vegetables here, some lettuce. It's not mulched yet because they're still a bit young to accept the bamboo leaves, but we'll give them a good mulching. And just in this end of the garden, the trees have grown up. We've got a nice bit of shade here for quite a bit of the day, so it just balances really well. So it took us time to get used to the flow of the seasons and the flow of the wind and the heat of the sun and everything else that makes gardening a real challenge and a real interesting thing to really take time to become aware of the feel of the garden. And this is something, again, that's taught in the principles of the late King Rama IX and fits really well with permaculture principles. So we really enjoy learning more and implementing more about what we've learned. But at the beginning, yeah, we made some mistakes. And so I want to share about one of the main mistakes that I made with our vegetable garden very early on. I'll do this in the next video. So if you're interested to watch that, check out the link. I'll put it up here when it's live. And in the meantime, you might like to watch this one next. Thanks very much for watching this one all the way through, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the series.